is outside, routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. On the visitors' sideline, there's a look at the Packers head coach. His guys are 3-2 here in the early part of the season. His counterpart, the Cardinals' Jonathan Gannon. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go from Glendale. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Cardinals come out. They're led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The #1 overall pick in 2019. The 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
And he's coming off a game where he was pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. And he had a couple nice throws mixed in, a couple decent drives here and there. But the inability to find the end zone, of course, he had the one interception. So a lot to clean up, a lot to improve. Not just him, but frankly, the entire offense.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of the receiver, pick up the first down.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Now he'll run. Murray, the former baseball player, knows how to slide, and he does it here after picking up the first down.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And it's caught out wide on the RPO, and he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
4 yards on the pickup.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to Connor. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now a toss. Connor heading left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. The running...
That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it, and it's Connor. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Yeah! And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
And the Packers, 1st down. A gain of 5. 1st down, Green Bay.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
A 2nd down throw for Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A couple of 1st downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. No catches made. This is Tucker Kraft. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Love. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving 1st quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still on the back of their head.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st down. 1st and goal, Green Bay.
Jacobs. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. And he'll take it on in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. The Cards offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. Now he'll run it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully. And it's a 1st down.
That's good for the Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run for the 1st time with their fullback. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play action now. Murray. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working from the shotgun. It's Murray. Taking off. He'll try to get there. Thought that one might have had a chance for a 2nd there, but not to be. It's a pickup of 8, and it brings up 4th down. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So that'll bring up 4th down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here. As they begin this drive. Oh, a loose football. The Cardinals have got it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. And nothing has come from these first 2 drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. So they go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Murray. Headed left. Fine time. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. They'll run. This is Jalen Wall. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Murray. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cardinals.
Here's Connors. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
That's another Cardinals.
With the fullback trying to power it home. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. That touchdown, number 1 for him on the year. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
That ties the game at 7.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big gainer for Green Bay. 32 yards.
First down. It's a gain of 32. First down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Packers.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Packers first down.
Love quickly out to Watson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Back to throw is Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Here's Love. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Gordon Love. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him. And in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. He'll air one out for Higgins. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Cardinals.
First down throw for Murray. He'll step up and run this. And he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
2nd down, Murray. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Packers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. That's the timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. To throw is Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Here's Love to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. And on the return for the Cardinals, it's Greg Dortch. Uh-oh. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cardinals offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll get up and spike it, and let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. Murray on 3rd down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Packers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on fourth down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every position you have in sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down and distances at certain parts of the field to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't decide to go for it on fourth down, or at least I'll say the good teams don't decide to go for it on fourth down They knew they were going for it on fourth down 3 plays ago. They knew on 1st and 10, this was 4-down territory. So 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, the play caller is using that information to say, if I need 4th down, I had it, so I don't need to get it all on 2nd, all on 3rd. So it changes the philosophy and the flow of the play caller, and the players are a lot more comfortable nowadays being in these situations.
Complete to Josh Jacobs. 10 yards on the pickup.
Here's Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Here's Luck. It is brought in the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Cardinals offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On 2nd down, they'll fake the handoff and hold on to it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going short game.
The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
We'll try to run for it. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 47 yards.
That's good for a Cardinals.
They'll run it on 1st down with Connor. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Murray. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Marvin Harris Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals draw closer here. It's 21-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Love. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's good.
From the gun, it's Love. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That complete to Jacobs. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run with Jacobs. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson.
Really well done here by the defense by executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. It is 2nd and 6.
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
Throwing is Love.
It's now 2nd and 6.
That one taken in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Dortch now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Murray going to look to do it himself. Oh, the ball's out. And it looked like the Cardinals were quick to react and get on it. So no turnover. They keep the ball.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play action. It's Murray. That is into the hands of Wicks. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
Throwing again is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
Now, Jacobs. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Now Love. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On play action, Love. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The Cards offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Throwing Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Wayne Walker.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Packers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. A 2nd down throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jordan Hurts. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. The throw on the run is complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a second down throw from Murray. He takes off. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. That's going to bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun, Murray. That is caught. Finding Higgins. 20-yard pickup there. It's an Arizona first down.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
Here's 2nd and 9. Murray. Here's a screen set up for one. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On third down, Murray. On the run to the right. He'll try to get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
And the Cardinals, first down.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
At the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A run up the middle with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
They put Wilson in motion. They go play action now. Murray. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll step up and run. And he's down at the 3. What a run. A huge play on 4th down. It's a gain of 34.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Warren will try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second down, Murray. And he will score. Game on. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Arizona. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Hardy now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cardinals are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing. Injured player on the field. He's battled through injuries throughout his career. Christian Watson, the injured party. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll go with the sneak. And he'll have the first down. They'll get him up around the 37.
It's a gain of 2.
Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
First down, Packers.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. To throw is Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row.